Have you ever wondered how we grow from a tiny, helpless infant into a fully functional adult? This enigma is the essence of human development, a fascinating field of study that explores how we change and grow throughout our lives. Human development isn't just about physical growth, it also encompasses our emotional, social, and cognitive growth. It's a complex and continuous process that begins the moment we're born and continues until our final breath. Let's briefly touch upon the various stages of human development. We begin as infants, entirely dependent on others. We then move into childhood, a time of exploration and discovery. Adolescence follows, a turbulent stage filled with physical changes and emotional turmoil. Finally, we reach adulthood, where we strive to find balance, purpose, and meaning. Each stage is unique, filled with its own challenges and triumphs. So, buckle up, let's delve into the fascinating journey of human development. Scene script. Imagine, if you can, a world where everything is new and everything you learn is a first-time experience. Welcome to the Miracle of Infancy, a stage in human development that is nothing short of extraordinary. In this phase, the world is a blank canvas, and every experience, every sight, every sound is a brushstroke that begins to paint a picture of life for the newborn. Infancy is a time of rapid and intense development. Physically, babies grow at a speed that is unmatched at any other time in their lives. In the blink of an eye, they transform from tiny, fragile beings into robust toddlers. They learn to roll over, sit up, crawl, and then walk, each milestone a testament to the marvel of human development. But it's not just physical growth that's astounding. Their mental development is equally impressive. Every day, their brains are making millions of new connections. They begin to recognize faces, respond to voices, and slowly make sense of the world around them. By the time they are 2 years old, their brain is about 80% of the size of an adult's. That's a lot of learning packed into a short span of time. The importance of nurturing in this phase cannot be overstated. Infants are entirely dependent on their caregivers, not just for survival, but also for their emotional and cognitive development. The bonds they form in these early years lay the foundation for their future relationships. The love, attention, and stimulation they receive help shape their brains and influence their ability to learn, to trust, and to love. Infancy, then, is a time of immense growth and learning. It's a stage where the foundations of a person's life are being laid brick by brick, experience by experience. And then, just as we start to get the hang of this infancy thing, it's over. The baby grows into a toddler, a bundle of energy, curiosity, and a thirst for exploration. The world, once a foreign place, now becomes a playground. From a helpless infant, we grow into curious toddlers, ready to explore the world. Remember your first day at school? The excitement, the nervousness, the overwhelming curiosity. Childhood, a stage of life that's often described as a journey of discovery, an adventure of sorts. It's during these formative years that we begin to explore the world around us, making sense of our surroundings and learning about ourselves in the process. It is a time of transformation, growth, and exploration that shapes us into who we are today. This is the phase where the process of socialization begins. As children, we start to understand and absorb societal norms and values, learning to navigate the complex web of human interactions. We learn to differentiate right from wrong and discover the importance of empathy and compassion. We are like sponges, soaking up everything around us, learning how to fit into this world while also establishing our unique place within it. Language acquisition is another significant aspect of this stage. Imagine the wonder of a child uttering their first word or forming their first sentence. It's not just about learning a language, it's about acquiring a tool for communication, for expressing thoughts, feelings, and ideas. It's through language that we connect with others and begin to understand the nuances of human emotions and interactions. And then there's the formation of identity. As we grow, we start to develop our preferences, our likes and dislikes. We start to understand our strengths and weaknesses. We build our self-esteem, our self-concept, and our self-identity. we begin to define who we are and who we want to be. Childhood is also a time of play, of imagination and creativity. It's a time when we're allowed to dream and to explore those dreams. A time when anything seems possible. It's a time of joy, of laughter, of making memories that will last a lifetime. In essence, childhood is an incredible adventure. It's a time of exploration and discovery, a time of learning and growth. It's a time when we begin to form our own identities and understand our place in the world. Childhood lays the foundation of our personality and prepares us for the next stage, adolescence. Do you recall the tumult of emotions, the rebellion, the quest for independence that marked your teenage years? Adolescence, the roller coaster phase of human development that leaves no one unscathed. This phase, typically stretching from age 12 to 18, is a whirlwind of transformations and transitions, both physical and emotional. Let's begin with the physical changes. Puberty hits, and suddenly you're on a first-name basis with acne, your voice is playing a game of high and low, and you're sprouting up like a beanstalk. The physical growth and maturation in adolescence is swift and significant, often leaving teens feeling like strangers in their own bodies. Next, we have emotional turmoil. Adolescence is like being on an emotional roller coaster with highs, lows, twists, and turns. It's a time of intense feelings and rapidly shifting moods. One moment you're on top of the world, the next you're in the depths of despair. This emotional roller coaster is fueled by hormonal changes and the brain's ongoing development. And then there's the formation of self-identity. This is when you start asking the big questions. Who am I? What do I believe in? What do I want to be? Adolescence is a time of exploration and experimentation as you try on different identities, like clothes in a fitting room, seeking the one that fits just right. Peer influence also plays a pivotal role in adolescence. You start to care more about what your friends think and less about what your parents say. Peer groups become a source of support and a reference point for norms and expectations. They can influence everything from your fashion choices to your attitudes and behaviors. But remember, this roller coaster ride is not just about survival. It's about growth and transformation. It's about learning to navigate the world with increasing autonomy. And it's about discovering who you are and who you want to be. Adolescence, with its ups and downs, eventually leads us to the threshold of adulthood. And while it might be a bumpy ride, it's a necessary journey on the road to becoming a fully formed human being. As adults, we often long for the simplicity of the earlier stages. But what makes adulthood so complex? The stage of adulthood is multifaceted and can often seem like a labyrinth. As we navigate through this maze, we encounter numerous challenges and responsibilities that can sometimes feel overwhelming. The carefree days of childhood and the rebellious years of adolescence give way to a period of life where we're expected to stand on our own 2 feet and make our mark in the world. One of the key challenges of adulthood is the pursuit of a career. This isn't just about earning a living. It's about finding a vocation that not only pays the bills, but also fuels our passion, satisfies our ambition, and gives us a sense of accomplishment. As adults, we strive to find a balance between the practical and the ideal, the necessary and the desired. This balancing act can sometimes be a challenge in itself. Then there are relationships. In adulthood, our relationships evolve and become more nuanced. We form partnerships, start families, and take on the role of caregivers for our aging parents. These relationships demand time, energy, and emotional investment. We learn to juggle multiple roles, and in doing so, we often find ourselves stretched thin. And amidst all this, we also embark on a quest for meaning and purpose. As adults, we start asking existential questions. What is the meaning of life? What is my purpose? We seek answers, we seek fulfillment, we seek a sense of belonging. This quest, while enriching, can also be daunting and challenging. Adulthood, therefore, is a complex tapestry woven with threads of responsibilities, relationships, career pursuits, and existential quests. It's a stage of life that demands much from us, but also offers immense opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Thus, from infancy to adulthood, our journey is a continuous process of growth and learning. So, what shapes our journey from a newborn to an adult? Well, as we've seen, our journey through life is a continuous process, marked by distinct stages of human development: infancy, childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. Each stage, with its own unique set of challenges and joys, plays a crucial role in shaping us into the individuals we ultimately become. From the miracle of infancy, where we take our first steps and utter our first words, to the adventure of childhood, where we begin to learn about the world around us. The rollercoaster of adolescence, filled with physical changes and emotional turmoil, takes us to the challenge of adulthood, a stage marked by increased responsibilities and self-discovery. These stages are influenced by a myriad of factors, including our environment, genetics, and personal experiences. It's a lifelong journey of growth and change, of learning and unlearning, of triumphs and trials. Each stage of life brings its own challenges and joys, shaping us into the individual we become. The journey of human development is indeed a fascinating